What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Back today here on NBA 2K23, and in honor of the trade that we got yesterday and the Kelly Olynyk for Bojan Bogdanovic trade, we're going to go ahead and do a realistic Utah Jazz rebuild today to continue with these realistic rebuilds. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. On the road to 30,000 subscribers, and leaving a like and subscribing helps out the channel a ton, so thank you guys so much for that. But like I said, we got a little bit of a weird trade yesterday. Not necessarily weird for the Pistons, because I think I can kind of understand the direction they're going in, where they're trying to make it to the play-in tournament this year, and Bojan's definitely going to help them out with that. And I guess if things go south, you could always flip Bojan at the trade deadline potentially. And then the Jazz got Saben Lee and Kelly Olynyk in return. Now, Stanley Johnson in real life is not in the trade. I had to put him in there just to make the trade go through in 2K. But the Jazz simply wanting Saben Lee and no draft picks for Bojan is a little bizarre to me. I mean, they must be really high on Saben Lee, on what he could become for this Jazz roster. I'm not totally sure, but I'm excited to see what we can do with this Jazz team, because as we know, this team has decided to go on full rebuild mode. They do have like Sexton, Lauri Markkanen to make them like somewhat interesting, but for the most part, this team is going to be pretty bad. Like, we know that Sexton's going to maybe sell a little bit of tickets, but other than that, it's going to be not great. So what I want to do while we go ahead and lay the groundwork today, we are going to simulate to the trade deadline, and we are going to try to trade Conley and Jordan Clarkson. So, since Bojan's already out of here, we're going to look to trade everyone else that we can. Now, the starting five right now is definitely messed up pretty badly. I'm going to have Sexton starting next to Mike Conley, because I think that's what it's going to be. Sexton's going to average a lot of points on this team, especially when Clarkson and all them are gone. THT at small forward is fine. Mike Conley at point guard for now is fine. Vanderbilt at the 4 is fine. Kelly Olynyk actually might even get weird here and like play Vanderbilt at the center or something. I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't matter too much. This team's going to be bad year number one. So not really concerned with too much and how the things are going to look. But again, we're going to have Clarkson as the 6th man. And then Sexton going to start next to Conley. And we're going to try to get Conley and Clarkson out of here at the trade deadline. And I do want, I mean, you could start Markkanen at the 3 again. Maybe THT off the bench or something. And Kelly Olynyk at the center. It doesn't matter too much. And I kind of want Walker Kessler playing too as well. So like, there's just so much I kind of want done here. Like, I don't even really see the need to play Kelly Olynyk, to be honest with you, just because, like, yeah, they got him in the trade, but I'm not going to use him. So what I'm going to do is run it something like this: Vanderbilt, Markkanen, Sexton, Conley, and then Walker Kessler, THT, Clarkson, Malik Beasley, and then Rudy Gay. So we're going to simulate to the end, or probably simulate to the trade deadline. Like I said, we're going to trade Conley, we're going to trade Clarkson, get some value for them as well. Hopefully actually get some draft picks this time. And then obviously we'll continue to see what we can do with this Jazz team, and hopefully get a #1 overall pick in the draft this year. That's what the game plan should be. So we are starting the trade deadline, and honestly, we've won more games than I want us to. So we definitely need to get to trading some of these vets out here. So we have Mike Conley right now, who is averaging 15 points per game on the season for us. He's going to be a little bit harder to move than I assume someone else would be. And then you got like Lauri Markkanen, which I'm not going to move him. I'll probably keep him. But Jordan Clarkson, 100%, I think a contending team would 100% want his services, so I'm definitely down to trade Jordan Clarkson right now. So let's see what we can get for him. So you got Brook Lopez, Javon Carter. Obviously looking for a first-round pick here. So you got the Grizzlies off me at first, and Kennedy Chandler. That might be a trade I can't pass up, because we're not taking on a long-term salary either. Tim Hardaway in a second. I'm good on that one. So I think that first trade, we do get Devontae Graham. I'm good on that one. Kim Birch in a first from the Toronto Raptors isn't bad either. We get a center on a 2-year deal, but I think we definitely take... Then you got like Mike Muscala. But yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and do that first one that we saw with the Grizzlies. We're going to get a first-round pick and get a young Kennedy Chandler, who honestly could become something for us. So Memphis goes for a guy that can help them out immediately. So we're going to make this trade happen. And just like that, we're feeling pretty good. So Jordan Clarkson is out of here. The next one, like I said, is Mike Conley. He's getting a little bit tougher to move. I'm looking for a first-round pick for him as well if I can. We got Tobias Harris, Brook Lopez, Grayson Allen, Lonzo Ball. You got Luke Kennard and a first-round pick from the Clippers. So I guess the first-round pick, we're looking for another veteran point guard, which they already have John Wall and Reggie Jackson. So I guess I could see it making somewhat sense. And you got like the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe they want to get rid of Joe Harris. We get a first-round pick with them. That's actually a pretty valuable first-round pick, not going to lie to you. So I think I got with the Rockets, but I don't see the Rockets needing Mike Conley. So it's going to be between the Nets and the Clippers. Who would need Mike Conley more? I feel like it would be maybe the Nets, just because maybe there's some off-court stuff with Kyrie Irving and they need a point guard. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up something in my head. But honestly, I do like that Nets trade. I like this one better. So we're going to go ahead and go Mike Conley in a second for Joe Harris and a first-round pick. We're taking on Joe Harris's long-term salary. That's also something we're taking off of the Nets' hands, as Conley could be declined next year. It is a team option. So going to make this trade happen, and that should be a pretty good pick as well on top of that. So just like that, it is now a kind of a new rotation. Now, I'm going to actually move Sexton to point guard now. That way he is the point guard of this team at 6'1", and then we can kind of have somebody else start shooting guard with that being Malik Beasley. They want Joe Harris out there. Do I move Markkanen back to small forward like he used to play? He's at power forward. Yeah, let's move him to small forward. That's what he used to be in Cleveland. We'll run him there as well. So Sexton, Malik Beasley, Markkanen, Jared Vanderbilt, Kelvin Olynyk, Joe Harris, Rudy Gay, THT, and then Saban Lee and Jared Butler. I almost said Jimmy Butler. Oh, I also have Abaji down here. I forgot about Abaji, man. Like, there's so many guys I want to get minutes to. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna have Kelvin Olynyk again swap with. Actually, I meant to do that with Walker Kessler, not Azubuike. So Walker Kessler gonna play some minutes, and I guess we can go ahead and try to trade Rudy Gay as well. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for him. He's got, $6 million. I'm only expecting like a second round pick if possible. So like the Celtics, for instance, maybe they lost, they lost Gallinari, so maybe they're looking for another forward. I think this makes sense. We just simply get a second and we call it a day. And obviously Celtics fans right now are down bad with the whole Ime Udoka thing going on right now. So that should change the rotation a little bit. So again, gonna move Walker Kessler back in here. But other than that, that gets Abaji in the rotation, which is what I was trying to accomplish. Could also trade Kelly Olynyk, but I'll just wait till the offseason to do that. But that is going to be your rotation for this season. We're going to suck, and hopefully we win the Wembanyama sweepstakes in the offseason, because that would be absolutely the dream scenario here. I don't even have to show you guys MVP. You already know who won it. Rookie there goes to Chet. You got 7'6" man, 80 defensive player. Trey Jones most improved, and Doc Rivers is coach of the year. So we were bad. As expected, we were really bad, which is what I wanted. Walker Kessler made an all-rookie first team, so you love to see that. I'm curious to see what he averaged once we get to that point. So let's go take a look at the stats and see how our boys did. So we had 18 from Sexton, which makes sense, 13 from Markkanen, 12 and 7 rebounds from Walker Kessler. Also averaged 2 blocks per game, not too bad honestly, and then 10.5 from THT, and then 10 from Malik Beasley. So let's simulate the playoffs and let's get to the draft lottery, because you already know that's where we are headed. So we got, let's see who's going to win the championship. We got the Bucks and the Pelicans, I believe. No, it's the Bulls actually. So Bulls and Pelicans in the current round, and we got the Pelicans going on to win the championship. Player retirements, we got LeBron James retiring, and then Udonis Haslem as well. Let's go straight to the lottery, and let's see where we can land. So in the lottery, we are obviously hoping to land a top 3 pick, top 1, top 2. That'd be awesome. We also get the 13th pick, it looks like, from that Mike Conley trade. So feeling pretty good about that. Maybe this 13th pick can jump up into the top 4 immediately. That'd be amazing as well. So the Clippers get 14. At number 13, we are going to have, let's see, is it us? It is 13. So we do get that for the Nets trade, which is nice. So that's another lottery pick for us to add another young talent here, which is obviously we can't get enough young talent. We are a rebuilding roster. So Pacers 12. I mean, let's just get to the top 7, man. At this point, I'm just trying to get to see if I'm going to be a top 4 dream man here. So we can get a number 1 pick here. That'd be awesome. We got Thunder, number 10. So it looks like the Thunder Clippers pick swap is completed for this year. Number 9, you got the Washington Wizards, which that's going to stay the same. So far, so good. No changes just yet, I don't believe. Pistons at number 8. They are going to be number 8. So far, like I said, so far, nothing has changed. That is a good sign. Knicks number 7. They are number 7. So far, so good. I forgot. We were projected like 6 or 5. I can't remember. Hopefully, we jump into the top 4 here. Can we do it? And yes, we can. We're in the top 4. Let's go, baby. So we jump into the top 4. You love to see it. I would love to be number 1 here. Number 5, San Antonio Spurs. Okay, so moment of truth here. Can we get top 3? It's projected to be the Hornets. Is it going to be us? Please don't be us. It is not us. We're top 3. Let's go. All right. Let's try to skip 3. Let's go 2 or 1. I would love Scoot Henderson or Wembanyama. Please don't be the Jazz. And it is not us. We are guaranteed 1 or 2 here. So luck is turning my way. Can we get number 1, though? It's projected to be Magic. And it is us. Damn. Almost got Wembanyama. That is unfortunate, but that is going to go to the Magic, who are going to draft Wembanyama. You know what? That's okay. We get Scoot Henderson. That's pretty good as well. The fact that we got the number 2 overall pick, feeling good about. Who knows? Maybe the Magic pass up on Wembanyama and draft Scoot Henderson. Probably not, but a man can dream. So I'm going to go hire Jeff Hardy. If you guys know who Jeff Hardy is, I feel like an idiot for saying that, but I'm going to go hire Will Hardy back. And I'll be right back. I'll see you in the draft. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jumping into the draft. Let's see if the Magic pass up on Wembanyama. I highly doubt it, and they do not. They draft him, of course. So we are going to be grabbing Scoot Henderson here to be our brand new point guard. So it'll be like a Scoot Henderson and maybe Sexton backcourt. I can't be too upset with that, though. So we're going to go to number 13 and see what else we can snag here. You have Derek Lively on the board, and honestly, looking at this, I don't think I could pass up. I mean, I like Walker Kessler and all, but Derek Lively projects to be better. So I'm happy with that selection. We also 27 in this draft. We got Baba Miller, got Chris Murray, which I'll draft him as well, which I learned the other day is Keegan Murray's twin. I feel like an idiot. I did not know that. So we're going to walk away with a pretty good draft, I imagine. So Scoot Henderson, and then we grabbed Derek Lively, who's 77, Chris Murray, 72, and then Armando Bacot, I believe is how you say his name, out of North Carolina. We're going to take him as well. So those are going to be all of our picks. Malik Beasley and Kelly Olynyk, I am going to decline, and then THT declines his player option. Saban Lee, Udoka Azubuike, and Leandro Barmero. So this team is going to be pretty bad. They don't even have Sexton's contract updated. I didn't even notice that until we got in the offseason. But yeah, he is a restricted free agent now. Obviously, he signed a like 4-year, $70 million or something like that. And we have to give that to him here now, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So THT, I mean, I kind of would want him back, but it's not going to hurt my feelings if we lose him. So Saban Lee and Scoot Henderson and Kennedy Chandler at my point guards, I'm fine with that. Abaji at the 2 is interesting. I mean, obviously, we're looking to probably get Sexton back, though, at this point, because he is signed in real life. You got Markkanen, Joe Harris, Leandro Barmero, Sam Hauser, and Chris Murray. You got Jared Vanderbilt, and they got Derek Lively, Udoka Azubuike, and Walker Kessler. So, I mean, a lot of these guys we have right now aren't like forefront guys that are staying for the long term. Like Markkanen, I don't really see myself keeping him like for the long term. Like, honestly, could maybe look to trade him right now. He averaged 13 on 37%. Maybe somebody would like his services. I don't see the point of keeping him anymore. I mean, as much as I like Lauri Markkanen, I would rather just get even worse and maybe tank again. So Grayson Allen in a first, John Kachar in a first-round pick from the Grizzlies. You got Duncan Robinson, Malik Monk in a second. You got the Lakers offering me 2 first-round picks. We can do this Caleb Houston trade for the Magic. So I guess the Magic are looking for another piece. I mean, the Magic might start to look. We can get Day'Ron Sharpe in a first-round pick as well. Let me do this trade with the Nets. They're going to go ahead and give me Day'Ron Sharpe. I'm cool with that. And then, like I said, we really got to wait on Sexton, which means I'd probably sign THT back to be my starting small forward for this year. Let's go ahead and make sure that is taken care of. But other than that, I think we just wait on Sexton and then we run it back, which we're going to be pretty bad. So not going to sign Malik Beasley back, like I said. So THT going to sign back, and then we'll sign Colin Sexton after moratorium. And he would have 3 years left of his contract at this point, and it'd be like around $17 million, but I'm not sure I can get him for that. So 3-year, $22 million, I guess, is what I can give him here. And then if he is back, that's what we needed. So, boom, we got what we need. This is our offseason. Obviously, not the best offseason. We got Scoot Henderson, though, which I'm very happy about. And I'm going to probably play Scoot Henderson. Nope, I'm going to play Sexton as shooting guard. So, Sexton, long-term, probably won't be the play, but he'll be here for now. And then Abaji will back him up. Joe Harris, THT. Joe Harris will be gone in the offseason. Vanderbilt, Lively, Day'Ron Sharpe, and a lot of center options. But let's go to player progression and see how it treats us. Butler's back as well. Sexton's up. Vanderbilt is up. Saban Lee's up, Sharp's up, THT, Abaji's up. So guys are going up, which is a good sign. But we definitely do not have our forefront roster by any means. There's a lot of the pieces we have here aren't going to be here long term. And like Scoot Henderson and Derek Lively are probably the 2 safest players here, and then probably Abaji and Kessler on top of that. So on that, everyone else should feel unsafe. They are tradable at any moment, any time. Let's go look at our rotation for this season and see how we're looking. We should be bad again, unless Scoot Henderson just absolutely goes off, which I think he's pretty good in the sim. Yeah, Scoot, Sexton, THT, Vanderbilt, Day'Ron Sharpe, Derek Lively, Saban Lee, Abaji, Jared Butler, and Joe Harris. I'm cool with that. I'm actually going to put Walker Kessler in over Joe Harris. That way we have Walker Kessler getting some minutes. And then I think I'm going to throw Derek Lively in over Day'Ron Sharpe. So other than that, I'm cool. Let's run it this season. We're going to be bad again, which I'm okay with. Proficiency is 2.5, which is not good. But hey, like I said, I'm okay with that. Let's wait to the end of this season. Let's see how bad we are again, and maybe we can tank for another high draft pick, obviously. So Joel Embiid went to MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Anthony Black for the Spurs, which is interesting because I don't think I've ever seen that before. Jaden Ivey, 6-man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player. Desmond Bane, Most Improved. You got Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year. Tyler Jamison is your executive. So we were very bad. Very, very bad, which is what I wanted. Scoot Henderson makes all-rookie first team, averaging 20 points per game, which is nice. He's a foundational piece going forward for us, obviously. Taking a look at the player stats, we had 19 from Scoot Henderson, 19 from Sexton, 11 from Derek Lively or starting at center, and then 10 from Abaji, 10 from THT, and then 9 from Day'Ron Sharpe. So I kind of like what I have here. I know there's a couple pieces here that are here to stay, and then there's some guys I'm looking to trade away and get more assets, or maybe go for a home run hit kind of trade and bring somebody next to Scoot Henderson. You got Zion and Garland, so Cavaliers versus Pelicans, 2 of the most exciting young teams in both conferences, and the Pelicans go on to win the championship. So pretty soon we're going to have to take them down. Robin Lopez, Nicholas Batum, Carmelo, Kyle Lowry, all retiring. JaVale McGee, Russell Westbrook retiring a Houston Rocket, Gallinari, Patty Mills, a lot of retirements here. let's go straight to the lottery. Because like I said, we were very, very bad. We won under 20 games, I believe, this year. We were at 20 and 62, so right at 20. So you should be projected like top 3 again. So we are projected number 1 from our, I guess the Thunder apparently have our pick, but it's probably protected somehow. So the Thunder number 14. I don't know if I want to sit here and watch another lottery. I'm just going to go ahead and skip this one, skip to lottery results, and let's see what we got. We got number 2. So we got number 2 in this draft. So once again, we're going to walk away with a really good player. So back-to-back number 2 overall picks. Spurs get number 1. I don't even know who I should be taking here. Maybe I should be looking. Let's see. I mean, honestly, I kind of would like to have a backcourt mate next to prospect scouting. Okay, you got like DJ Wagner draft. So we got Xavier Booker, DJ Wagner. I don't really know a ton about this draft class, but I'm sure I'll get a good player regardless of what goes on. So coaching staff's going to stay the same. Let's just jump straight into the draft, honestly. And actually, before we do that, maybe we should look at trading Colin Sexton because it looks like we might be replacing him here. So Sexton, 2 years left of his contract. If I can trade him here on draft night and ship him out of here, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to be shipping Colin Sexton to the Dallas Mavericks for 3 first-round picks. Actually, that's 4. Wow, they actually upped it to 4 first-round picks. I think that's a little crazy. I am throwing Chris Murray in here, but that seems a little too unrealistic in my opinion. So let's go, Chris. Let's remove that a little bit. That is just a crazy amount of draft capital. So let's say Tim Hardaway for 2024 and 2028. So get a pick in this draft and a future pick going forward. I mean, Sexton is a guy the Mavericks were interested in. Maybe I should get one more. Let's go one more for the road. 2026 as well, unprotected. And they want my 2027 unprotected from Cleveland. We get a second. I guess that's fair. We can go ahead and swap a couple first or whatever. So just like that, Colin Sexton is out of here. Tim Hardaway is someone I really don't plan on keeping. I'm actually just going to buy him out right now. I don't really want him. I'm going to buy out Tim Hardaway. Just wanted to get a couple draft picks for Colin Sexton. And now we can go ahead and see what we're going to get in this draft. So number 1 is going to be Xavier Booker. So I think that would mean I take DJ Wagner here, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like the best player available. So his ceiling is World Be Free, all NBA. Floor is Lou Williams. So I mean, looks like we got a pretty safe pick here. So I'm going to take DJ Wagner here and not look back. And then we also have 27 from this Colin Sexton trade. We got Frankie Thompson, but we got Paris Thorpe, Leslie Blake. I don't know much about these guys that are available. So Rudy West, I'll take him, I guess. And we call it a day. So just like that, we walk away with a 79 overall DJ Wagner. I guess we could have drafted whoever this is as well. I don't know much about. I don't know if I've seen this name before, but I know DJ Wagner. I've seen him before, but I'm happy to have him. So DJ Wagner and also Scoot Henderson is our new backcourt in Utah. Abaji, Daron Sharp, Kessler Balmero, and Kennedy Chandler. Happy to bring all of them back. Qualifying offers, Udoka Azubuike, I'm not bringing back, and Jared Butler, I don't think I'm bringing back either. I mean, at this point, we kind of have backups at those positions. We don't really need to worry about bringing those guys back. Vanderbilt's asking for $18 million a year. That's a little too steep in my opinion. Stephen Lee is also out there, which I might bring him back because, like I said, they traded for him. Kennedy Chandler also could become something for us this year, though. So DJ Wagner, Scoot Henderson, 1, he's gonna have to move to the 2. Wagner is gonna go down 1, which is fine, but we'll play him at the 2. So Wagner and Scoot Henderson as the backcourt, which I do love. And then Kennedy Chandler is probably gonna back up Scoot Henderson, and then Abaji will back up Wagner. So I love that. Small forward position could be a lot better. THT is fine. Power forward we obviously need. And then I do love Daron Sharp and Derek Lively at the center. I think we're definitely shaping up to become something there. So at power forward, what can we do to maybe upgrade this position? Do we have anybody crazy like Patrick Williams we could throw a bag at? Zeke Naji, if we want to throw a bag at him, maybe he could become something for us. So there's definitely some good options here. You got Jaden McDaniels, which obviously he is a pretty good player in Utah. But I actually kind of love the idea of throwing a bag at Zeke Naji. Not sure if he ever will become something crazy for us, but he would definitely be a really solid starter, averaging 9 points on 42% shooting from the 3-point line. Give me Zeke Naji. Let me see Denver match this. I mean, we are getting rid of Vanderbilt at this point, so I'm going to sign Zeke Naji to a deal. I love that idea. So Zeke Naji is going to be our brand new starting power forward. I mean, he shot well from 3, and he's going to fit the timeline of the roster. So I love the addition of Zeke Naji at 23 years old. THT, I'm not sure I love being in the starting small forward, averaging 27% from 3. He's a fine backup, but I'm starting small forward, not really my cup of tea at all. So I would love nothing more than to upgrade that position here as well. I love the Zeke Naji addition, like I said, but I can't get behind starting Taylor Horton-Tucker anymore. He's fine as a bench piece. So small forwards, you got like Herbert Jones, which that's a little too steep. Sadiq Bey, you got Josh Hart. We got Denny Avdia down here who's asking for a lot of money as well. That's a little too steep for me. DeAndre Hunter, Matisse Thybulle. Maybe I can go out there and trade for a small forward. You got like Josh Green. I guess we could give him a chance, but I mean, I don't know if that's really much of a crazy upgrade that I should do something like that. Herbert Jones, if he wasn't asking for so much money, would maybe look at him. But I think I'm going to try to trade for a small forward. That way we kind of have something, and then we kind of have our roster and our foundation on what we can be going forward. Like, for instance, if I could get Zaire Williams from the Memphis Grizzlies, I'd be a super happy man. I love Zaire Williams, and I think I'm 22 years old. He fits the timeline perfectly. So I'm offering a THT, Daron Sharp, and Rudy West for Zaire Williams. They do not agree to that to start things off. If I throw in a second-round pick, would that change their minds? Nope. What about another second? I don't want to really give up a first if I don't have to. Maybe I do have to give up a first. I do love Zaire Williams, so I would be willing to give this unprotected Cleveland pick, and boom, just like that, we get Zaire Williams as my brand new starting small forward for the foreseeable future, which I do love, like I said. So now we kind of have our foundation. So this is going to be kind of our roster going forward, and I'm very happy with it, honestly. So let's go straight to player progression, and let's see how it's going to treat us. Scoot Henderson should go up like crazy. Derek Lively, hopefully he'll go up a little bit as well. And then Jared Butler, Udoka are both back. So we got Scoot going up, you got Lively going up, Zeke Naji is up, which I love to see Zaire Williams. So just like that, that is our core right there. So all these guys are going to continue to grow together. They're going to progress together. I love it. Wagner going down is because I moved his position. Abaji is up. All these guys are up, which is honestly absolutely amazing, which I love. I wonder if I kept Daron Sharp, what he would be right now. Maybe should have thrown Kessler in the trade instead. Daron Sharp is up to a 78. I mean, not that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm super happy with my new core. Zeke Naji and Zaire Williams are two guys that don't get talked about enough. And I love the fact that they're going to be starters going forward for this team. Scoot Henderson, Derek Lively, DJ Wagner. This team should maybe make some noise here. I don't know if we're a playing team necessarily just yet, but I do love how this rebuild is going so far, and I'm really loving where we're at. So let's go take a look at the rotation together. Rotation is going to be as followed. I'm probably going to run a 9-man rotation this year as well. So we're going to have Scoot Henderson, DJ Wagner, Zaire Williams, Zeke Naji, Derek Lively, Jared Butler, Kennedy Chandler, Abaji, and then Walker Kessler. So that is going to be our rotation. I'm very, very happy with it. We're going to simulate to the end of the season, I guess. Yeah, so we're gonna have Abaji. Wait, can I move Abaji to the small forward and then have, like, let's see, Abaji at small forward would go up, Kennedy Chandler would go down, Butler would stay, he would only go down once, so we'll do that. So that way the rotation minutes are perfect. So boom, that was the rotation. This should be a very, very fun team this season. I'm very much expecting maybe a play-in spot. Actually, maybe not. Our our proficiency isn't the best. We'll move it to 7 seconds. We'll look at shot tendencies, and hopefully we're a team that can just make a little bit of noise this year. So it is a step in the right direction as we won over 30 games this year, which is where I wanted to be. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, All-NBA third. But we're going to probably fly through this offseason. DJ Wagner makes all-rookie first team, averaging 17 points per game, which you love to see. So DJ Wagner should progress a lot for us. Max Christie, I guess, finally got some minutes as he makes all-rookie second team here, even though he was drafted like 2 seasons ago, I think. But taking a look at the player stats for this season, we had... let's see, we had 19 from Scoot Henderson, 17 from Wagner, 15 from Zeke Naji, 14 from Zaire Williams, 13 from Derek Lively, and 11 from Abaji, and then 10 from Kennedy Chandler. So, yeah, this team is starting to grow together a little bit, which I absolutely love. So I think we need to bring back Jared Butler as well. So I'm feeling pretty good about how this roster is looking, and we should honestly have another high draft pick maybe potentially if we have our own. We may not even have our own pick. I'm not totally sure. So James Harden and Jabari Smith, Western Conference Finals MVPs. And then you got James Harden winning a championship over his former team. Let's go straight in this offseason, though, because like I said, I'm already in love with the core that we have. So it's just a matter of it progressing together and growing together. You're projected... where are we at? We're projected number 7. I think this is going to go to the Thunder, but I'm not sure if they're supposed to have it. It is the 7th overall pick. We have the 11th overall pick. I mean, I'm not too worried about it, honestly, at this point. Like, yes, I'm probably going to miss out. Maybe I'm supposed to have that draft pick, but I'm just too lazy to go look if I'm supposed to have it or not. So I'm just going to go straight and see what, because I already kind of love what we have. You know what? What am I saying? If I could get that draft pick, I got to look, right? What year is this? This is 2025. I'm going to go take a look at Pro Sports Transactions, see if I'm supposed to have that draft pick from the Thunder. If I'm supposed to own it, I'll get it back and we can use it in a trade or draft somebody to just continue to add more talent to the roster. So I'm glad I looked because that pick is actually top 10 protected in 2025. So we do get to keep it. So number 7, we got Wayne Cousins on the board. We got Jackson Banks. I don't know nothing about any of these guys. Sasha Turk. I know I could use a small forward for the future. So I'm looking at Alan Poole here. And I think it just showed me he was a 70 overall. So maybe I shouldn't have taken him. I don't know, man. Maybe this draft class isn't complete whatsoever. Maybe I could double down here. This looks like this guy's a 78 overall. So I think we walked away good. So at number 7, yeah, it literally showed me his overall, but I think we made up for it. Yeah, so we got Archie Wingate at number 11. So Again, I don't know much about these guys, so the Allen Poole pick was kind of an L for sure, but Archie Wingate should be a nice rotational piece for us. Scoot Henderson, Derek Lively, Abaji, Kessler, and Murray are all back. Qualifying offers. Palmero, we're going to try to keep all those guys. I think all these guys are somebody I do want back. So let's just go straight into free agency. Not going to spend too much here. Just a matter of bringing back Zaire Williams, Kennedy Chandler, and then probably Jared Butler as well. So let's just wait on them to get their offers, and then we are ready to go. So we're going to give Zaire Williams his money now. Like I said, I traded for this guy. I was very high on him, and I continue to be high on him. So I'm going to sign Zaire Williams to be back. I do like him a lot. Palmero, Kennedy Chandler. I'm going to sign Kennedy Chandler back because he's continued to progress. Be a nice backup point guard for us. And then I guess if I wanted Jared Butler, I could bring him back. But I also have different options as well, like the Sumos, or that's point guards. Shooting guards like Isaac Okoro, Trey Mann off the bench. You got Josh Christopher, but these guys are a little expensive on the more expensive sides. Quentin Grimes, Lonnie Walker. So there's some good options here. So I think I will just go with Jared Butler, though, who's only asking for around like 10 million. So 9 million over 3 years, pretty solid to me. So we're going to keep everything the same there. And Leandro Barmero, he is a small forward, so he will be back as well. So we pretty much brought everybody back. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take until this team is a championship roster, but I'm willing to wait it out because I love what we've thrown together here. So Scoot, Lively, Zaire Williams, all up really high. So Derek Lively has been great, or he continues to progress like crazy. Scoot Henderson, DJ Wagner's up to an 82. Jared Butler does go down, which is really unfortunate. Walker Kessler, Archie Wingate might get some minutes. Abaji, and then you got Zeke Naji. So I'm feeling pretty good. I think this roster is about to sneak into the playoffs this year with all the progression that we have. Again, I'm willing to wait on it, man. At this point, I'm willing to wait. If it takes forever for us to win a championship, that's fine. I love the roster we put together. I'm just going to allow it to continue to grow together. If I do get impatient, then of course I can make some kind of trade. But at this point, I'm pretty solid with what we got. So take a look at the rotation once again. Doesn't change too much, but it's definitely going to look better here. So Scoot Henderson, DJ Wagner, Zaire Williams, Zeke Naji, Derek Lively, Kennedy Chandler, Abaji, Archie Wingate, and then Walker Kessler. So I'm feeling good about that. Proficiency-wise, we're listed at a 3.5. Let's simulate this season. Let's see how we do. So I knew we were going to start making some noise, but I didn't expect to do it this season. Third seed in the Western Conference. We skip the play-in progression, and we go straight to the playoffs. So we don't even need the play-in tournament. 21 from Scoot Henderson, 16 from Wagner, 16 from Zaire Williams, 16 from Zeke Naji, 15 from Derek Lively, 11 from Kennedy Chandler, 8 from Abaji, and then 7 from Walker Kessler, then Archie Wingate also with 7. So honestly, this roster looks like it's ready to take that next step, which we've already kind of done. 25 badges for DJ or for Scoot Henderson as well. I mean, things are just looking amazing. So you get to play New Orleans in round 1. They've won the championship the last 2 years. So if we're able to beat them, that would be a really good look for us. So I'm very, very excited to see if we can do that. I mean, the rotation is looking good. I mean, we're looking like a team that could definitely do that potentially. So let's see if we can come out here and beat the Pelicans. And no, we're going to get swept in round 1. But the fact that we even got here is still a good sign. Honestly, probably not going to do too much in the offseason. We just made it to the playoffs, and this team is only going to get better with progression. So I'm going to run it back again. That's all I'm going to do. So MVP is going to go to LaMelo Ball. Nick Smith is your rookie of the year for the Pacers. You got Markelle Fultz, 6-man, Giannis defensive player. Jordan Wall's most improved, and Darvin Ham is your coach of the year. So I thought we were going to be the first in the Western Conference. Does not look like that is the case. So it looks like the Rockets might stump us here. But we did get probably the second seed, right? We're the second seed. Yes, we're the second seed. So like I said, we had a really good year. So basically just ran it back, and Scoot Henderson's up to a 90 overall. Wagner's up to an 87. Derek Lively or Zaire Williams up to an 84. Derek Lively is an 88. So I mean, things are going well. Zeke Naji isn't progressing as much as I would want him to. As much as Zaire Williams is, but that's okay. He's actually averaging like a really solid 15 on really good efficiency. Shooting 42% on literally 10 attempts is insane. So he's a really solid starter. And then you got 10 from Kennedy Chandler off the bench. So this team is damn good. It just is. I love what we've done in Utah here. So it's just a matter of, putting it all together and winning a championship here. So we got bounced out in run 1 last year. So looking to turn that around this time around, as we have Kyrie Irving in Sacramento. So Kyrie Irving is always just signing with the most random places. They got Keontae George. This is actually a really funky team, but I feel like it's a team that's not bad. They have Benedict Mathurin and Sexton off the bench. So maybe this is Sexton's revenge tour here. Who knows? Somebody current round against Sacramento, and we are going to beat them in 7. That was actually a lot closer than I would have wanted it to be. Houston only gets eliminated in round 1 by the Suns, so maybe that gives me some hope. But we do have to beat the Pelicans here, who swept us last year. So they have Bro, how did they get Wembanyama? How did he... Wait. How did this man go from... That don't make any sense. That does not make... Wait, is there a duplicate? Did I download a wrong draft class at one point? Hold on. Wait, who drafted Wembanyama again? Was it the Pelicans? No. Who had number 1 overall? I can't remember. I don't know how he is a Pelican. How is this man a Pelican right now? That don't make any damn sense. Says, unless if he was in that draft class or something. I feel like, yeah. What the? Why is there 2 Wembanyamas? Is there 2 Scoot Hendersons as well? I know I didn't download it. Bro, I'm telling you, one of those draft classes had Wembanyama in it. Or 2 of those draft classes had Wembanyama in it. Because I know I didn't download 2023 again. Unless if Scoot Henderson is out here somewhere too. But I don't think so. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I gotta play Wembanyama here. Game 1, we're up 1-0. 2-0. So far, so good. 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? Can we go up 3-2? We cannot. Okay. I feel literally so deceived right now. Why am I playing Wembanyama here in New Orleans? That is so unfair. Bro, like I swear I did not load the same draft class twice. I know I didn't. But it looks like we can force a game 7 here, which we are going to, which is good. So we're going back to Utah, 38 and then 34. So DJ Wagner, Scoot Henderson, exactly what we needed, exactly what the doctor ordered. So we do have to play Houston if we get to the conference finals. We got to focus on beating the Pelicans here first. Start off game or the first quarter looking really good. Second quarter looking good as well. Third quarter, it's a little bit of a closer game than I would like, but it looks like we do beat them here. So even though they have Wembanyama, we do beat them. I'm not sure why they have him. Is that Chris Murray? No, it's Keegan Murray. So, I mean, yeah, he went from Sacramento to New Orleans. So I don't know, man. Not really sure why Wembanyama is duplicated at this point, but I'll have to take a look at that and see where I went wrong. I don't think I loaded 2 draft classes or the same draft classes, but now we get the Houston Rockets, who had a really good year. And honestly, looking at this team, I'm not as afraid of them as I was the Pelicans. So I feel like we have a chance to upset this roster. I mean, looking at my team compared to theirs, I think we have a good shot. Jabari, De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Green, and Derek. Well, actually, I guess if I look at it, they got Jabari, Whitehead, Jalen Green, De'Aaron Fox. That's going to be tough, but feeling confident. Game 1, down 1-0, down 2-0. Oh, never mind. Wait, can we even it up? Nope, down 3-1. Okay, 3-1. Wait, you never know, man. We can string this down to an 8-man rotation, and we can come back from this, right? 8-man rotation. We can come back from this. We got this. Simcasting this one. We can beat the Houston Rockets here, and we can come back for 31 deficit. It's been done before in the conference finals. We can do it too. So we start out firing in this game 5, but it is a back and forth game. Now we're running away with it, but they could always bring it back. We do beat them game 5. So now we get to go to game 6 in Utah. If we can win this one, all the momentum is in our corner, and we can maybe go to game 7 with all the momentum, and things would be on our way. Come on, man. Take the lead back. We take it back for a second, but they take it back. We've taken it back again, but it looks like they are going to run away with this one. So 112-91, we do lose to the Houston Rockets. Okay, I feel like we go into this offseason, we make 1 trade, and then we should be golden. So player retirements, we got a lot of retirements. But let's go straight to the lottery. So straight to the lottery we go. We get pick number 1. So something like this. I could draft somebody, obviously, but I have no interest in that. Let's go make a trade. Let's upgrade the power forward position. Let's put us in our best opportunity to, to trade for a good power forward and make this roster as good as it can be and go win a championship. I don't think there's a ton of players you would trade a number 1 overall pick for, but man, oh man, if I could get Evan Mobley to be my brand new power forward here, I would be such a happy man. So that would obviously, like I said, Zeke Najee's been incredible for us, so there's nothing against him. His overall has not progressed much. It's the only reason why I would do a trade like this. This is going to be hard to get Cleveland to accept, though, just because, they are a really good team. So 14, so that's a 2-star pick, and then let's go unprotected here, and then let's say we threw you... I wouldn't mind throwing Kennedy Chandler in here. Like, we got a lot of young players, Leandro Barmero, all this for Evan Mobley, and boom, we get Evan Mobley from Cleveland, and we have our brand new power forward. So that's what I needed. That's exactly what we kind of needed to make a trade like that happen, and that should be our final piece to make this roster a championship contender. If that's not, then I don't know what else you need to do. Jeff Hardy's out there again. I know I said it this time. I said Jeff Hardy on purpose this time. I know it's Will Hardy. So I'm going to get my head coach back. Will Hardy's done an incredible job. No reason to let him go now. But that was our one move. I'm bringing everybody else back, and we are ready to go and go win a championship, hopefully, this time around. So there is a duplicate Scoot Henderson. I'm telling you right now, I never clicked 2023 draft class. I never did. I know I didn't. So one of those draft classes is completely messed up and has duplicate players. Unless if I did mess up, I guess, at one point and loaded the same draft class. But I don't believe I did because I would have done it like a lot earlier. And yeah, I don't know, man. So 2K wants me to update the game as well. I'm just going to go straight into things here. So we are the first in the Western Conference. We do have an update, like I said, but player stats, we had 21 from Scoot Henderson, 20 from DJ Wagner, 17 from Mobley, 16 from Derek Lively. I mean, if this team can't win a championship, then it's GG's. I'm not going another season. So Phoenix got Anthony Black, Thompson, Dylan Mitchell, AJ Griffin, DeAndre, and Danny Avdia. Somebody curl around against them, and we are going to beat them in 6. And now we get the Rockets, the team that bounced us out last year. Same song and dance team. Somebody curl around against them, and we are going to beat them in 7. That was a close one. Like I said, I got nothing to lose here. We got Luka Doncic on the Spurs and Xavier Booker. So Johnny Davis as well. Somebody curl around against the Spurs, and we are going to sweep them. Evan Mobley is your Finals MVP, and then Wembanyama, Finals MVP for your Orlando Magic. Somebody curl around, and we are going to lose in 6. The Magic. Wow. DeJounte Murray's your Finals MVP for the Orlando Magic. But you know what, boys? I've been recording for over an hour on this rebuild, and I'm going to end it there. I don't know. I got to look into those duplicate players. I don't think I loaded the same draft class twice. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I'm pretty sure one of those draft classes is wrong. Whatever it may be. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.